Welcome back. As we head into episode 2, I have to apologize for the microphone issues in the last episode. Unfortunately, I was using equipment that wasn't efficient, and now, thanks to some resources, I have a new mic and some new information. So today we're going to be talking about options. What are our options? What's out there for us? We're also going to be talking about knowing your why. Why do we want to do this? Why do we want to teach and travel abroad? Let's dig into what it is that for teachers of all areas that we want. Whether you're teaching English as a second language, you're teaching preschool or kindergarten or high schoolers, or middle schoolers, why do we want to do what we do every single day? What makes us wake up in the morning and do what we do? What causes us to get out of our beds where we're warm and snuggled up to say, let me get dressed and go to this classroom and stand in front of these people or these children and give them everything that I have? It's important to know your why. I know my why. I know what works for me, and I know what makes me feel good about my work. But when we're looking at a field where many of us are not respected, many of us are not looked at as individuals, it's important to think about whether your why has to do more with salary, whether it has to do with being respected and treated like your work matters, like your work has value. What is it that you're looking for? Because my why might not be your why. So that's something I want you to think about today. What is your why? What are you looking for in being able to teach and travel and learn from different cultures and learn from different people and meet new people and have them come into your lives? What is it that you're looking for? For some of us, it could be getting paid what we're worth. There's no secret, the salaries for teachers in the US are not the best. And unfortunately, because they are not the best, many people are treated as if their work does not matter. Many of us are looked down upon. Sadly, many of us are looked at as glorified babysitters, and we put so much time and so much effort into our work. I think it's only right that some of us are looking for something different. We're looking for spaces where we can truly be the amazing teachers that we want to be and not have to worry about sleeping in a car when we go home at night. So let's take a look at our why. It could be because you're looking for adventure. Some of us want a different quality of life. So teaching abroad can be that door to open these opportunities for you. Some of us are looking to live our dream, whether it's living in another country or giving back to communities that are underserved or communities that need our support. Being able to teach travel gives us an opportunity to do things we might not be able to do in our everyday communities and in our everyday lives. And there's nothing wrong with wanting these things. I'm hoping that when you walk away from this episode today, you put together a plan, and at the top of this plan, you have my why. That's the first thing you should think about. My why. Why do I want to do this? Why is it important for me to be able to have my passion, teach where I want, doing what I want, and be able to live the way I want to be able to live? There are some teachers that are going to say, I throw my hands up. I am done with this. I no longer want to teach. I just want to go away to Bali and live my life in the quiet, in some peace, with no worries. And some of us will say, why not go to Bali and still teach? Maybe I can teach online. Or perhaps I can teach young children in the Balinese communities, or maybe I can teach college level students in these communities. But being able to have a plan is a great way to get started in what you want to do. In A, knowing your why, and B, knowing what options are available to you. Many people don't know where to begin, and I feel this is what we're trying to do here in our community. With Loves Teaching World Travel, my goal here is to give us an opportunity to have a community where we can get resources from each other. We can build a team of people with experts and people from different fields who have the experience and have the knowledge and have been to many of these places we're interested in, right? And can be able to serve as a great resource for some of us who don't know where we want to start and don't know what we want to do, but know we want to do something and we want to be able to be passionate about our work and love our work and do what we want to do, but just do it in a different space. And whether that's doing it in Finland, Sweden, South Africa, China, Japan, Thailand, wherever it may be, the goal here is to make sure that in building our community, we have the resources that we need to start our plan and execute it ultimately. Because there is no sense in listening to my podcast or listening to any other podcast or YouTube that focuses on teaching or travel or self-empowerment without having a plan and knowing what you're going to do next. And it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to wonder and sit back and contemplate what you want to do, but it starts with having a plan. We're going to take a mini break, and when we come back, we'll talk some more about options. Now we're back, and remember I said we were going to be talking about options? This is just an overview of topics we will talk about over the course of the podcast series. We will be inviting guests, hopefully, to come on and discuss some of these topics more in depth with their own expertise and experiences to back them up. But for now, I just wanted you to think in your planning and understanding what options are out there for you, just give you some ideas of things that you could do as a teacher here in the US, using some skills that are transferable and taking them abroad where you can continue to do what you love and see the world. So here are your first options. You can teach English as a foreign language, whether it's teaching at an academy or teaching online, which is what I currently do. I love it. It's great. I meet so many different people from around the world, whether it's adults or children. And it's a great, exciting way for you to take the teaching skills that you've developed over the past several years and being able to move wherever you like. Another option you have is education consulting, whether it's consulting at programs wherever you land or consulting at programs back home. It's a great way for you to be able to work from home, work online, connect with people, just be careful with those time zones, and be able to do what you've always done, which is work for teaching and education and uplifting of your students. Another option, translation. If you know another language, whether it's Spanish, French, German, Korean, Japanese, this is a great way for you to expand your skills and do some translation work. Another option you have, international schools. Some of us forget that we can transfer those certifications that we have to international schools abroad, where you can continue doing your US curriculum just in a new location. You also have college teaching opportunities where you're able to work, whether it's working in your particular field or working as an English teacher in a college or university. It's a great way for you to move further into the field of education and perhaps do something new or continue doing what you've been doing before if you're currently a college or university professor. You also have business opportunities where you can open up your own language school. I know in Spain there are opportunities for people to work as autonomo, which means having your own little business and being able to work for yourself. From there, many have turned this into a real live business, opening up their own language schools. You have coaching opportunities. You have course development opportunities, whether it's on your blog or working with companies such as Bridge or teaching English abroad. These are great ways for you to work with other organizations to build your portfolio and continue using those skills you've gained over the past several years in your teaching career to expand and serve others in a different capacity. You also have opportunities for business English. Some of you might have a business background. Being able to work with non-native speakers in a business capacity, whether it's helping them with presentations, whether it's helping them put together information for meetings with clients they might have from abroad, working in business English is actually very, very lucrative. And if you think this is a sector that would work for you, I highly recommend it. You can also do private tutoring. I know some are like, I don't know, it doesn't pay well. Well, we all start small, right? It's something that you can build into a lucrative opportunity with the right students and the right feedback. If you're able to build a good following and do your job really well and people love what you do, you're going to be able to spread word of mouth how good you are, more people will come, and at some point, you start to build such a large client list, you might have to actually turn people away. So it's important to keep private tutoring as an option. Don't just throw it away. It is something that you can do while you're getting started. So these are just a short list of some options that you could have if you decide to move abroad within the next year and take those teaching skills and teaching certifications and teaching credentials with you that you have here and take them wherever it is you decide to go. I hope that what I've given you today helps to motivate you, helps you to think about what you'd like to do going forward. It helps you to put together your plan where you start thinking, maybe this can be a good idea. Maybe this can work for me. And in that, I say, please think about what you want to do and what works for you, what motivates you. Know your why, know your options, and follow through. It has been great spending another episode with you. Again, you can find me on social media at always_travel_light on Instagram. You can also find me at my blog at kjaroundtheworld.com. I look forward to hearing from you in my comments, in my DMs. If you have questions, please reach out. I'm here. I'm here to support you. I'm here to try to motivate you to find the right plan and the right path that you'd like to take. And I hope that you could help me be a part of your journey. And with that said, this is the end of our podcast for today. I hope you have a great, great day.